Welcome everyone, Dr. Naveen here from UPSC Medico. Notification for UPSC Combined Medical Service Examination is out. Okay, it is dated as 10th April and you need to apply for this exam, Combined Medical Service exam, and the last date for submission of application is 30th April 2024 by 6 p.m. Now the purpose of this video is we are all very busy preparing for INI-CET and the upcoming NEET PG exam, right? This time what happened, because of the postponement of the NEET PG exam, it should have happened in the March 2024. In the usual cycle every year after March, probably in the July, you have enough time to prepare for UPSC CMS exam. But this time what happened, the NEET PG exam first got postponed to July 7, but now it is again preponed to June, okay, probably 23rd June. Now because you only have 2 to 3 weeks time left in between, okay, and we are seriously, most of the aspirants who give UPSC CMS exam, they are serious aspirants for NEET PG also, right? So you are very busy preparing for that, but in the time period you have to apply for this exam now. Now it is again an irritating task to do, because any application requires a lot of documents, PDFs, and the agony here is every time they ask for different sizes of photographs, instructions will be different. You need to upload specific format of the photograph, specific sizes to the photograph, and this time they're asking you to kind of label the photograph with name and also the date, okay, and it should be within 10 days. The date which should be mentioned in the photograph should be within 10 days of the application date. So that's where a lot of time goes in, right? So with the help of this video, I'll make it quick and short so that you'll understand the essence of this notification. You don't have to go in detail about the notification unless you have some specific instructions, like if you are from defense background, if you have that physical disability issue. So in that scenario you have to read the notification in detail, because there are a lot many points which are mentioned in that. For a simple plain MBBS pass out student who want to apply for UPSC CMS, I think these are the important points they should make a note of. First, the timeline is very important. The tentative timelines I'm trying to give here are based on 2023 analysis. Okay, what happened in 2023, that is last year, notification was released on 19th April, but this time they released it in 10th April. Okay, 10th April, and the last date for notification is 30th April. Okay, but center allotment is done on first come first basis. This is not an online exam, this is written exam. You have to mark the paper on the OMR sheet, okay, which we forgot to subscribe for long, right? OMR sheet. So it's a written exam, written centers, so centers are less, so you have to apply early because centers are allotted on first come first basis. Okay, so the last date for application is 30th April 6 p.m. This is first thing, or first take home from this particular discussion. Now the duration of exam, we all know it's for 1 day. There will be 2 papers, paper 1, paper 2, each for 2 hours. Okay, and finally e-admit card. When do they release the hall ticket or e-admit card? It is 1 week before the exam. What is the exam date this time? It's not happening in June. The exam this time is happening in July, and it is 14th July. It is 14th July 2024. So because exam date is on 14th July, probably on 7th July you will get your admit card and you will know which is your examination center, so that you can plan 1 week in advance. After the exam, probably let's say in a 2 weeks time or a 3 weeks time, they will release question paper in the website, and the results will be out. You see, the written results are out in 28th. Okay, so the examination date, from there within 3 to 4 weeks the results will be out, written results, and after that they'll ask you to file the DAF, and after that they'll call you for the interview. They'll give interview schedules, and from there the results will be in the December. So it takes time for you to qualify. Starting from June or July, wherein you write your exam, the whole cycle takes about 6 months, and the results will be out in December. After that you'll get postings, because there is a lot of time process in between. even the MBBS students who are about to appear for their final year exams are also allowed to write this test. So this is not usual case with NEET PG. For NEET PG, you have to complete your internship by given date. But UPSC CMS exam, even MBBS final year exam students are students who are doing their internship can also apply it, because your posting will be not in the same year, it is in the subsequent year. Next year you will be posted. You have to complete your internship, then you have to apply for this. So if you are in final MBBS, if you are during your internship, just started your internship, are about to finish your final year exams, go and apply for this exam, because they'll give you time period, grace period, so that you can join your services after finishing this. If you get good rank, it's fine. They will give you flexibility in joining the services once you finish your internship. And the standard of the exam is MBBS standard. It's not a PG standard exam wherein you have to read super specialty topics. It is purely an MBBS based on a scale of difficulty. It ranges between 4 to 5. If NEET PG exam or INACT is in the range of 9 to 10, this is 5 to 6 or 4 to 5 on the scale of difficulty. So it is an MBBS knowledge based exam. If you are a final MBBS student, or if you just entered your internship, do apply for this exam, because the process takes time. You will be joining your services the next year, not this year, after finishing your internship. Okay, so these are the tentative timelines. So the results will come in August or September, as I told you, and December will be the time wherein you will get the overall the results as per the last year analysis. Now next thing is, where do you apply? You have to go to this website, that is upsconline.nac.in. There will I got so many students from UPSC Medico who are parallelly preparing for UPSC civil service examinations, and their optional is medical sciences. So for those students, they also apply for UPSC prelims examination for IAS and IPS, right? So they might have already filed their OTR, one time registration, through upsc.online.nac.in, right? upsconline.nac.in, this is the website. If you have already filed your OTR, one time registration, you can directly apply for this exam. But for most of the MBBS, final MBBS or internship students, this is probably the first time they are coming across this OTR. OTR is already there for INACET. They haven't introduced it for NEET PG, but INACET also has one-time registration, so that application process is easy next time. First time you have to submit all your basic details, so that every time when you apply for this particular exam, you don't have to start from zero. The basic details are already there with us. You can just start applying for multiple exams in the portal. That is the importance of OTR or one-time registration. If you haven't done it, start doing it. And after doing OTR, okay, after doing OTR, if you need any modification also, they allow you to modify it once in lifetime. That's it. One opportunity will be given in lifetime to modify OTR if there is any mistake with date of birth or name as per SSC certificate and all, right? So after, you can either modify it, the modification can be done on the last date, that is by May 7th, you can do modify it. And also application form, after applying, you can modify it. So the modification dates are May 1st to May 7th. Please remember this, because by 30th April the applications are closing. In the next 1 week, they'll allow you time to modify the application status. Okay, these are the dates that you need to remember, that May 1st to May 7th you can modify your application form. That's it. Now, what are the documents that should be there in hand for application? Okay, so the documents you need to keep ready with you are very important ones. One is SSC or equivalent certificate. So you don't need MBBS pass certificate, you don't need MBBS marks certificate for this. You only need SSC or equivalent certificate for this. SSC or equivalent certificate for this. Now the next thing is, why not MBBS marks? MBBS marks. See, they haven't mentioned anything about tiebreaker criteria. If two students they score same marks, how are they going to break the tie? Because in NEET PG, they use age as the criteria. Then after that, they use previously they used to look at MBBS marks. Okay, but in UPSC CMS, they haven't mentioned in the application about the tiebreaker criteria. They haven't mentioned it at all. Okay, so SSC or equivalent certificate is enough, plus Aadhaar card. The photo identification, most of the students, I think, I presume that they will be using Aadhaar card. They have to have the original Aadhaar card, and it should be carried to the examination center and also to the interview center. If not Aadhaar card, there are multiple forms which can be used as photo ID. So those are, I'm just underlying here. You can use your PAN card or voter card or passport or driving license or any other photo ID issued by state or central government. Okay, not college ID or hospital ID or working place ID. It should be issued by the central government. This is very important. So the two documents which are important for you to apply, because SSC certificate is also important, because in OTR they're asking you hall ticket number of the SSC. Hall ticket number, and all date of birth related stuff is taken reference from the SSC certificate itself, and the name, father's name and mother's name should be entered as per the SSC certificate, and this 10th class or SSC certificate or equivalent certificate is important for starting OTR. Just keep it in hand. Along with that, keep your Aadhaar card, because Aadhaar card should be uploaded as PDF document. Okay, Aadhaar card should be there in PDF document for online application or online submission. Now, yes, from the exam point of view, we all know this is MCQ based exam, but when I say MCQ based exam, it's very important that it's not online. It's not online. It is written exam. Okay, they'll give you paper plus OMR sheet. You can carry papers home. The question papers will be given to you, and you have to scribe. You have to scribe in the OMR fully, and you have to be very careful while scribing. And the pattern of the paper is there will be two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. We'll come back to that. Each amounts to around 250 plus 250 marks plus 100 marks for personality test or interview. Overall, you will be marked for 600 marks in total. Okay. Yes, this exam also has a penalty of minus 0.33. Okay, for each, or 1/3 of the mark allotted to the question will be negated. So there is negative marking for this particular exam. And if you have any issue, please, you can call these numbers while taking part in the application if you find any difficulties. So these are the numbers which are given on working days between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can call them. Take a screenshot. If there is any issue, they'll solve that. And most of the times I had seen students rushing to the examination centers with their mobiles, watches, belts and other things, and it's clearly mentioned that they're not going to provide any safekeeping arrangement there. So don't carry any gadgets or mobiles. You can carry your wallet or bike keys or car keys which are not electronic. Apart from that, none of the mobile phones or pagers should, there's no safekeeping facility. So make sure that you don't carry anything to the venue. Okay. And next important thing is, most of the times when you apply for this particular exam, it's quite irritating because the photograph size, okay, the photograph shape, the photograph document size, and the format of the photograph, length of the photograph, these are all the confusing things, and they have clearly given in the instructions that in the photo the name of the person and also the date should be mentioned. Okay, and only 3/4 of the size should contain the head size, like the face should be prominent. And if you're taking a photo with a beard or with specs or with spectacles, okay, make sure that you carry you should not shave, okay, while going for the exam. Just make sure that the look on the photo should match with your exam outlook. Okay, when you go to the exam, it should match with the photo. That is very important, which is given in the instruction column. And you have to reach the examination 30 minutes prior. They will not allow if there is a delay. No late entry will be allowed inside, because 30 minutes is the process wherein they take some biometry and all. When I say biometry, there's no signature. They're not asking any signature to upload. Okay, because signature is asked in NEET PG INA CET. Signature is not as the signature. I'm so sorry, not signature. Thumbprint they're not asking here. Definitely they're asking signature to be uploaded and photo to be uploaded, but not thumbprint. Thumbprint they're not asking here. Now, these are the examination centers they have given. Almost 41 examination centers are there. If you are one of them, you have to apply. If there is no possibility, or if the examination center is full, you have to apply the nearest center. Now, allotment of centers, as I told you, is on first allot basis. So hurry up, finish off the process as soon as you can. And I'm talking about the documents part. SSC certificate should be ready, and very importantly, the Aadhaar card should be there. And one more thing is, they have clearly mentioned about the category certificate. Category certificate, we'll come back to that in detail, but category certificate, if you are from SC or ST, there is no date cutoff for your caste certificate. You don't need any date cutoffs. But if you're applying for OBC non-creamy layer, that means it is based on the economy, that is the current economic status of the person, right? And also economically backward students, if they're applying on the economical backward status. Okay, so in these people the income certificate is very important, and the income should be in the year of 2023-2024. So that means the cycle of 2024 is ended on 31st March, right? So you have to apply on 10th April. So that means it's very recent, like between 1st April to 30th April should be the date of the income certificate, or date of the OBC non-creamy layer, or date of the economically backward certificate. So they have given a stringent instructions that if you are applying based on the economical weakness or non-creamy layer of OBC, the certificate date should be in this range, 1st April to 30th April. So go and hurry, apply in any nearby e-Seva Kendra for economically backward certificate or non-creamy layer part of the OBC. For SC/ST, you don't worry, they're not asking you about the date because it's a community certificate. It doesn't change, right? It's not depending upon the economic status. So that way, any old certificate will serve the purpose, and you're not submitting or you're not uploading these certificates per se. Okay, you're not uploading these certificates per se. They are for verification. Okay, they are verification at the time of your personality test, any caste related stuff. Now the posts, this time it's good that you have around 827 posts, 163 posts in medical officers grade in general duty medical officers, subcadre of central health services, and in railways we have 450 posts, and in New Delhi Municipal Council there are around 14 posts, and yes, Municipal Corporation of Delhi you have almost 200 posts. So total posts for this exam are 827. There's good chance that if you perform well, you will be a government officer in one of these central health services. And very importantly, if a candidate in the application form belongs to unreserved category but subsequently writes to the commission to change his category to a reserved one, such request shall not be entertained. Because if you think that you don't have a OBC non-creamy layer certificate now and you don't want to go to your native and apply for it, you don't have time, you are seriously preparing for the other competitive exams, so you just kept it as unreserved for now. But if you want to change it later, it is not possible. So you should have a valid certificate in that time period. It is mentioned as, which is mentioned as 1st April to 30th April. Now, yes, this is the one I was telling you, date of income certificate and OBC non-creamy layer certificate should be in between 1st April to 30th April. These dates are very important, and they have mentioned this in the notification. And one more important thing is, yes, the what is the eligibility criteria? Okay, eligibility criteria. If you're from India, you don't have to worry. But Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibetan refugees, and a person of Indian origin who is coming from Pakistan, Burma, Sri Lanka, different countries are there. If you're coming from different countries, not from India, okay, you should have a certificate of eligibility. Certificate of eligibility for this exam. Okay. But many of them, I don't think this is relevant for us. But if you're from any other country, Nepal, Bhutan, or Tibet, you're watching this, if you're a native of Indian, you need certificate of eligibility to apply for this particular exam. And age limit criteria is very important. Many of the students are confused about this. If your date of birth is after August 1992, you're eligible for this exam because the eligibility is 32 years. This is almost similar to prelims exam, UPSC prelims exam. 32 years is the eligibility for general category people. If you are from OBC, it's not creamy or non-creamy, just OBC. If you are from other backward caste, you can apply till the age of 35 years. If you are from SC or ST background, you can apply till the age of 37 years. Okay, there is an age relaxation for 5 years. If you are from defense background, you can apply till 35 years. If you're from military background, if you can apply till 37 years, there are sub clauses whether you're eligible or not. And again, if you're from physically weakness or disability, 10 years age relaxation is available. Till 42 years you can apply. There is one special scenarios, like if you're from ST background plus you're physically handicapped, in that scenario, this will apply. That is 5 plus 10, almost 15 years of age relaxation is given. So age relaxation is cumulative. It's a rare instance, rare scenario, but they will not be taking the higher criteria here. They are taking a cumulative criteria. They are mixing both the things. Okay, so that is what I want to tell you about the age criteria in a short fashion. Now age limit can never be relaxed. Okay, and age limit or age is majorly taken from the, what is this certificate, SSC certificate, school leaving certificate or SSC certificate. And if there is any change in the date of birth, okay, if there is an online error while entering the age of age, you have to rectify it by July 14th 2024. You have to reach the UPSC commission. You have to submit all these details if there is any problem while entering your date of birth, because date of birth is a prime criteria based on which the whole examination is running. If there is any problem before the date of the examination, you have to rectify it. So that's why every time in the application form, multiple times they're stressing upon the fact that you should exercise due care while entering the date of birth. Due care while be very careful while entering the date of birth. And one more important eligibility criteria, educational qualification. During final MBBS and internship, you can apply. During final MBBS and internship, you can apply. So just go ahead and apply. They will give you flexibility to join the services after finishing your internship. Okay, you can join later. And fees part for general category people and OBC, even if it is creamy or non-creamy layer, you have to apply by paying rupees 200. But female candidates, SC and ST and physically handicapped, they are relaxed, exempted from payment of the fees. Okay, you can either pay through online or you can pay through SBI Challan. I don't think any of us will be interested to go to a bank now unless you are from a rural place. Online payment can be done. Okay, rupees 200. Pay by cash is also available, but I recommend you to go with the online, because sometimes what happens when you pay by cash, when you generate the challan, sometimes the bank might not be sending the amount to UPSC because of the volume. That what happens in UPSC prelims examinations. Then what happens, suddenly a list will pop up after 2 weeks saying that these are the students, we are not allowing them to write the exam because we haven't received 200 rupees from the SBI bank. Now you have to take time in applying again. You have to send them the verification details. It's a time taking task. So if possible, apply through online mode. Okay, that's it. So these are all the important things. And yes, if you are working under any government institution already placed in government services, you have to take no objection certificate from your superintendent or superior that you are appearing for this exam. Okay, for a normal medical graduate, this is not a usual case, but if you are working under some of the government as a permanent or a temporary employee, you have to submit in a written form that I have informed the head of the office or the department and applied for this examination. If your head of the department doesn't allow you to write the exam, the UPSC board will cancel your application. Okay, so if you're working at somewhere, you have to take that no objection certificate. Now you have to keep all the self-attested copies, whichever you like certificate of age, educational qualification, and OBC certificate or economically weak, SC/ST certificate, and certificate in support of fee concession, and certificate in support of they all should be self-attested and ready for interview stage. And detailed DAF online will be released, and at the time of interview, originals will have to be produced. I think that's important. From page number 11, page number 12, there's nothing much important. Yeah, candidates should ensure that their email IDs given in their application are valid and active. Sometimes what happens, I have seen many of the students struggling. This UPSC.NIC mails, they go to spam folder. Okay, if you're not receiving OTPs or if you're not receiving any alerts, check your spam folder in the Google or in Gmail. In spam folder, there is an option to move them to inbox and report as not a spam. So click them. If you click them, now the future mails, whatever you get from UPSC board, they will come in the inbox. Okay, otherwise they'll go to the spam folder, and this is the important instruction given in the notification part. That's it. This is what you need to know about page number 13. There's nothing else. Yeah, yes. As I told you, it's not an online exam. Many of the students are used to writing online exam. It's a written examination, because what happened in 2018, the major change in syllabus happened. Before that, we used to have even current affairs, almost 30 questions. Okay, 20 to 30 questions from current affairs, but that now they removed it. the examination is purely based on MBBS knowledge, but it's a written exam, not a. They have conducted 2 to 3 sessions, but there are a lot of technical difficulties happened. Now they have moved to paper exam again, written exam. So you have to scribe in the OMR sheet, and the examination pattern is pretty simple: 120 questions, 250 marks, 2 papers. There will be a break in between these 2 papers. And the syllabus, what is the syllabus and what are the things to read? I'll be uploading a separate video on understanding syllabus of UPSC CMS real soon in my UPSC Medico YouTube channel. So now I'm not talking about the syllabus, but your take home should be that it's the syllabus is purely based on only 2 aspects. That is, paper 1 contains general medicine plus pediatrics. Yes, when I say general medicine, it do include dermatology and psychiatry also, little bit of psychiatry, little bit of radiology. When I do paper 2, it is general surgery plus OBG and mainly PSM 40 marks, very important subject, and they'll even ask calculation based questions here. They'll give you a rough sheet for marking the answers and practicing calculations, but general studies OBG plus PSM 40 marks each. Okay, this is 96 marks, I believe. Okay, this is around 24 questions, and you have 40 questions, paper 1, paper 2. So mainly the exam is focusing on final year subjects with little bit of ENT and ophthal in general surgery part, little bit of ENT and ophthal. But definitely they'll ask some questions from first, second MBBS in physiological or pathological basis of diseases, but the quantity or representation is very low. Even ortho also, they'll ask 1 or 2 questions per year, that's it. So don't worry about any other subject, just focus on these primary major subjects from the MBBS curriculum. So that's it. This is all. There are as I told you, this examination standard is of MBBS, so you don't have to worry, and there is a negative mark, 1/3 of the negative mark given in the exam. And before filling up the application, OTR, these are the details you need. You have to enter your name and verified name as per the certificate. You have to enter your gender and verify the gender, and date of birth, and you have to verify the date of birth, and valid mobile number should be given, very important, and also valid email ID should be given, and very importantly SSC roll number should be entered. And there are some of the security questions, you have to remember them, because if you lose your data, then based on the security questions they'll verify your this thing. And one more important thing is what are the dimensions of the photograph? Here they have given clearly. The scanned photograph should be in JPEG format. Okay, JPG. Some of them we are uploading in PNG format, but it doesn't take up. It should be in .jpg or .jpeg. Sometimes even .jpeg it's taking up, but .jpg format, and the size should be between 20 KB to 300 KB, and the dimensions as they have given is 500 to 500 pixels minimum to 1000 to 1000 pixel maximum. Okay, and depth of image should be 24 bits, and if you use any online tool, you have to enter all these dimensions, you have to apply the photo, and after uploading the photo, take a blank mark or a black mark on the bottom page, almost 1/4 of the page, and enter your name and date of birth. Okay, date of birth is very important because the date should be between, they have clearly mentioned that application date is 10th April 2024. So the date should be more than 1st April 2024. Okay, if you are entering the date of 30 March 2024, it is invalid. So it's clearly mentioned that the photo date, the date of the photo should be more than 1st April 2024. So blindly enter it as 01/04/2024 at the bottom of the page. Okay, that will serve the purpose. And signature also they have given dimensions, just go through them. Okay, while uploading the photo, it is very important. And when you are applying the photo ID card, that is the Aadhaar card, these are the dimensions that should be there. That is minimum 20 KB to maximum 300 KB file or PDF file should be uploaded as a photo identity card. So these are all the important things that you know to know about the exam. So there was one more thing, no candidate shall be allowed to go to the toilet during the last 30 minutes of the test. Okay, so make sure that you don't drink too much of water in the exam, right? So that is one more thing I want to tell you. And is there anything we have left? That these are the duties of the officers which is given, and the certificates for physical disablement and the scribing help which were given as the appendix. So this will conclude the notification document for UPSC CMS 2023. If you have any doubt related to any part of the notification or exam dates and all, just you can type it in the comment section below, or you can reach out to me at dear.naveen@medcampus.io, or you can call me on 8978 444 188 is the mobile number. Okay, if you need any assistance, you can call me. And in future, in the same channel of UPSC Medico, I'll be uploading the syllabus understanding video. Syllabus understanding for UPSC, what are the things to be written, and we are also launching a course for UPSC CMS, exclusive course. Okay, I'll also discuss about that in the future. This course may not be immediately ready for the 2024 attempt, but definitely for 2024-25 students will be coming up at a full-fledged course. And yes, soon I'll be uploading even the 2023 solved paper discussion, so that it is easy for you to revise just before the exam. Okay, so signing off, Dr. Naveen here from UPSC Medico, and all the best for UPSC CMS 2024 exam.